to my channel and my kitchen. It's been a while. I've been in front of my craft desk the past few weeks. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Paula and this is The Flavorful Home. If you're not subscribed and you like what you see, I hope you'll consider subscribing and visiting for a while. Today I have a great Italian classic recipe. It's also a family fave and it's wonderful for the holidays, which, believe it or not, are coming. My husband just said to me the other day, I think there's 12 Fridays left till Christmas. I said, shh, don't say that yet. But this is a great dish. Manicotti, or Manicotti, for those who don't say it with a Brooklyn accent. It is very easy. If you know how to make a pancake, if you know how to make a crepe, you can make Manicotti from scratch. You will not buy those little tubes in a box anymore after this. Let me get my ingredients together and we'll get started. Alrighty friends, we have a very large bowl because I double my recipe. By the way, these are Temptations. I have quite a selection. I love her stuff. My mom and my godmothers have bought me all different sets. Great, great product. Okay, so I'm doubled 3 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 3 cups of water. Actually, let me just, even though the salt got mixed when it went in, give it a little spin. Okay, 3 cups of water and 8 eggs. Like I said, it's doubled. So in we go. All right, we're going here. 8 eggs in, and you mix. Get those eggs broken. Just keep going. I want to make sure that you can see. I love Manicotti. Actually, I love any ricotta filled pasta. Ravioli, lasagna, stuffed shells, baked macaroni. Love, love, love. Manicotti just makes a nice presentation when you put it on the table. It's just nice to have for the holidays. You kind of want to get all those little bubbles, not bubbles, the pockets of, ooh, 1 egg was hiding behind the bowl. You want to get those pockets of dried flour. And see how nice it comes together? Don't say, oh, it's so thin. It's think crepe. So it's okay that it's a thin batter like this. And I'm going to show you when we make it, you're going to be rolling it in your pan. So get it nice and blended. looks much better. Like I said, I like to get those little pockets of dried flour. And that looks good. All right, I let it sit for about 10 minutes just to rest and for the flour to absorb. While that's resting, I'm going to get my pan out and then we'll come back and we'll get started. So we'll just see you in a few. Okay, so here's my pan. I want to say this is a 10-inch, but it might be 12. Give me a second, I'm going to measure it. Actually, I do think it's a 12. No, it is 10. Well, 10 and a half. It is 10. Okay. And this is just for Manicotti. And yeah, it's one of those infomercial ones that when Target has had as seen on TV. I like to use my olive oil spray, and you want it to get to be a decent temperature because you certainly don't want to have to fuss with it being in a cold pan. So let it get up there. I'm going to shut my ceiling fan because, believe it or not, my ceiling fan interferes with the flame blowing it around. Now, I've been cooking for a very, very long time, and my nemesis, and don't laugh, is pancakes. I still can't flip a pancake without a spatula and a knife to help me flip it. And I want to say, I use my little waffle measurer. It's probably a little bit less than a half a cup. This is one of those, and then you're spinning. And I'm going to lower my flame. You're spinning because like I said, remember, you're making a crepe. I'm going to lower that. This is one of those make to get the hang of. And you want to get it loose. You know, you want to make sure you have it the right thickness and whatnot. Now you're going to see what I'm talking about as far as flipping. And there you go. Alright, I didn't make a dummy of myself. But, see how nice? And up, I have my cookie sheet with parchment resting on my pan. You just want it to be cooked. You don't want it brown. And that's what you got. And I'll flip it. And there's one Manicotti. Let's do a couple more. Light spray, and I have my flame on the lowest. Oh, Alexa, stop. My flame is on the lowest. I wish I could see how much this little cup holds, but I can't. I'll find out, and I will do a caption so that you know how much. But again, this is all, you know, you might like them a little thicker, you might like them bigger, so you'll need more batter. And quickly around it goes, and it covers the bottom, and then you just let it cook. I take my metal spatula. This pan is phenomenal. It does not stick. It's also because it's my special See, it just slides around. I don't let it be used for anything but my Manicotti, so that's why it's even better. And then we get under there and roll it, and down it goes. And that's 2 Manicotti. Give it about a minute, because it's so thin it doesn't take any time to make. You know what's crazy? I think when I do make crepes, I don't even use this pan. I think I use my other pan, because this is like, oh no, my Manicotti pan. And in it goes. Let me unfold it. I don't want it to have a crease in it. Alright, we'll do one more. I'm not going to spray it because you don't want to accumulate too much spray, because this puppy really does not stick. So maybe every 3 or 4 give a spray. Right in the middle. And roll, roll, roll. You just kind of nice and slow to get it go all the way around. Let it set. And then we'll flip it. This is such an easy recipe. What you see here really is the hardest part. I mean, you do have to put the filling, but oh my gosh, that's easy peasy. And the great thing about this, you can make them ahead of time. Put them in the freezer, obviously fill them, and then put them in the freezer. And when the holidays come, pull them out, sauce them up, pop them in the oven, and your family will think you are a hero for an amazing dish. And let's get this one out, and then I'm going to keep going. I don't want to see how easy that came out. That just slid right off. I'm going to continue. I don't want to bore you, so we'll come back when we're finished. Okay, so now we're ready for the cheese filling, and this is 2 pounds or 3 pounds. This is a 3-pound container of whole milk ricotta, and we put that in. You add 2 eggs. This is all taste as well. You're doing it to your preference. This is my parmesan. This is going to take almost all of it. My pepper. And I call this the universal cheese filling for lasagna, Manicotti. If you make raviolis, that's what you use. Salt and pepper. We were able to get 18 Manicotti shells. And you mix these together. This is also something that could be frozen if you have a lot of it left. You just put it in a container and pop it in the freezer. Okay, you taste it, because you want to make sure you got your seasonings right. Perfect. I'm going to set up to fill them, and we'll get going with that. So we're going to fill them on a clean counter, obviously. You put your shell down, and it's almost like making a burrito. Let me get my spoon out. And I have my casserole dish ready. Put a little bit more. And you spread it around. And this is easy peasy. Like I said, like you're making a burrito. You roll it and you just press it to the ends. And you put it seam side down. To be honest, a person really is enough, unless you have a real big eater. One works for each person. Same thing. Just pull it back a little bit, roll it up, seam side down. And I did measure that little cup. It was a 1/4 cup of batter. Don't go too much past a 1/4 cup, because then you're going to have shells that are a tad too thick. So roll, just press, and seam side down. Now, if you're not going to make them, you could put them in a throwaway pan, or you could put them on a cookie sheet, stick them in the freezer so that they get frozen, and then just put them in a freezer bag. Either way, container or freezer bag. And you just press that out. We'll do one more, and then when we're finished, I'll come back and show you. And you'll see some of them are bigger than others. You don't have to be perfect. It's not necessary. Roll. Alrighty. I'll come back when we're done. So here you have 8 stuffed Manicotti. I had sauce on the bottom. I also sprayed it first with my olive oil spray. Put sauce, loaded them up, covered with a little bit more sauce and a sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. And then it'll bake in the oven. They shouldn't need more than 25, because you just want it to heat up and get melty. And you have perfect Manicotti. We'll bake them and we'll come back. Okay, you could see I sprinkled mozzarella on top of here too, because I had a giant brain fart and forgot to put my shredded mozzarella in my ricotta mixture, which is okay because not everybody puts mozzarella in their filling. So I just did it on top, and then in my remaining filling I added the mozzarella, and I'm going to fill my remaining shells with that. But again, everything is your own personal preference. I just wanted to come back and show you that I had put it on top of my Manicotti. And then this will bake in the oven at 375 for 20 to 25 minutes. You just want it hot and bubbly and all the cheese melted. Alrighty, and we'll come back when it's finished. Alrighty, this is the dish of the finished Manicotti.
You're good. You should put this in the background.
The Coppola.
We want people to start endorsing it.
Good food. And that's how it looks on the plate. And the family is loving it. You could hear them in the background. I hope you guys make it and enjoy.